Hello, my name is Ryan Brandon. I'm the CEO of My New Leaf Incorporated. We're a 501c3 nonprofit that is creating an addiction recovery app for millennials with substance abuse issues. Whoa. So the problem, as I see it, is addiction rates are increasing and overdose deaths are skyrocketing with opiates. Currently, there are 25 million substance abusers in the United States, and only 1% of those people go to rehab. And even where we are in Pennsylvania, this is an epicenter for opiate overdose deaths. I myself have lost 5 friends to opiate overdoses. So what we are creating is an evidence-based addiction recovery app utilizing gamification principles to engage them in daily activities, as well as draw on theoretical perspectives from experts in the field. So what we do to monetize is essentially we are geolocating advertising services to area addiction counselors, rehabilitation centers, and other kinds of recovery resources. Now, aside from that, we're going to be issuing a private label version to any of these industries that would like deeper insights via a desktop application to see how their clients are doing on a day-to-day basis to better understand them and serve their needs. So here are a few prototype screens that just show the gamified essence of it, some of the behavioral monitoring tools, because that's what we're relying on, behavioral monitoring, as well as crisis relief for those moments where they may be struggling with a personal issue. So what we do is identify triggers and warnings of relapse. We help provide feedback for coping mechanisms. And then we offer assistance in extending their support circle to include family, friends, and addiction professionals. So we have a team of 8 members currently. The 4 pictured right there are the core team, and they're all incredibly talented at what they do. In addition to that, we have a very esteemed board of directors and a full advisory board, and there just highlights some of their achievements. And I could go on and on about them, but we have a very passionate, powerful team backing us. So what we need to learn is, will this work? Is it going to be effective at changing the behavioral patterns of these individuals? And so fortunately, we have a letter of intent from the Indiana University of Pennsylvania's Administration and Leadership Studies Research Institute to do the back-end efficacy research to see if it actually changes some people's lives. In addition to that, recently, there was a National Institute of Drug and Alcohol pilot program that saw that among young people, when they worked with an interactive mobile aftercare app, it reduced their relapse rates by 50%. And currently, millennials make up about 40% of those going into treatment for drug and alcohol. And so we could potentially prevent around 4 million relapses in the United States if this were nationwide. So what we have learned, I spent a year consulting with all of the people that you see there, all of the key leaders in the field and everyone in this space, is that number one, we learned the theoretical perspectives and best practices to make this a successful app. But we're also learning that millennials are shying away from traditional services. They're less likely to reach out for help and support. And I call them the invisible population, those with issues that are hiding it from their family and friends so that no one even knows about it. So we're going to use this digital medium as a way to connect to them and offer them help, tools, and support in a way that's still within their comfort zone, all the while giving them the opportunity to reach out when they need it. So finally, as much research as we did and diving into the field, there are some key risks. First and foremost, funding is always an issue for nonprofits. We have raised around $50,000 in grants and donations so far to date. We have several larger grants that are in the works with some very hopeful developments. Secondarily, we need some agency support. So if they don't back us, our financial model will fail. We have gotten 10 out of 10 agencies so far to agree that they want to be a part of this. And finally, any government regulations that affect encryption will compromise the privacy of our users, which is crucial. So what we want is funding for the Android development of this app, as iOS is almost completed, and we want incubator space in Allegheny County. Thank you for your time and consideration.